Grace and peace. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. My hotel. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm pleased to be a contributor here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com. Y'all know what it is, the network for melanated people just like you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our broadcast, your Black Prime Time, The Vicki Show. Somebody talk black to me. Your sister with the curly braids. I'm so pleased to be with you live and direct for a brief war briefing, beloved. Let's get on into today's important war briefing without too much of a delay. I would like to let my Instagram family, that's where I'm headed over there now, to let them know, if you don't mind, that we're live and direct. And while I do that, family, a little bit of housekeeping. On the count of 3, those of you that haven't, would you please hit that thumbs up button for us? And would you share? At the bottom of your screen, there should be a share button. You can copy the link. You can share it on your social media platforms. You can share it in text messages. You can share it in email, or however you choose to do so, family. But on the count of 3, I want you to do that. The reason we ask that you do that, because it makes it more likely that other folk will know that we're here. Somebody talk black to me. That's important, beloved, because you all know that on some of the platforms, we are shadow banned. That means it's difficult for folks to see us or to find us. So you all understand, and even in today's conversation, I'm going to briefly hit on why there seems to be so much censorship for folk like myself. Talk black to me. But that's okay. Somebody say we're unstoppable. Somebody say hashtag BGR. Somebody say power in this season is coming from the ground up. Somebody say that's me. Somebody say that's us. I see you, Mr. Hotel, talking about queen of the planets. Talk black to me. This is our time. I said this is our time, family. So you help us to overcome some of that when you hit the share button, when you hit the thumbs up button, and so forth. Looks like this connection is giving me a hard time. I'm trying to tap into my Instagram family really quick to let them know that we're here, but it doesn't appear to be letting me in at the moment, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this because I don't think it's letting me go live with the Instagram family. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. All right, family, on the count of 3, let's get ready to share. On the count of 3, everybody, please share this broadcast and give it a big thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. That helps with the algorithm. Are you ready? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh, okay. So it looks like it's letting me inform my Instagram family. I had a little bit of a connection problem. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share this broadcast. Thank you so very much. I see you, Brother Lewis, the actor. That's my buddy. Shout out to my Instagram family. Instagram, I'm coming here because I want you to get ready to come on over to FlyNubianQueenTV.com here in just a moment. I don't know whoever just bought that badge, but on my Instagram page, but your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. King Gemini, that's my buddy. Thank you so much. It's a part of our V Keepers. You know, my supporters are known as the V Hive. Of course, you all voted on that name, but our specifically Black masculine men are known as our V Keepers. And our baby supporters are known as the Bumblebee. Isn't that the precious, so precious? So, family, let's get ready to get into this without further delay. Oh, I see you, Vicki Dillard fan page. I see you, Jackson. I see you, Silent K. I want you Instagram to get ready to come on over to Fly Nubian Queen in just a moment, beloved. Okay, okay, family. Now I want you to know. I know I told you yesterday. If I may fill you in later doing a part two. Thank you, Stuns. I may do a part two to complete what I wanted to talk to you about yesterday concerning the Whoopi Goldberg situation. That's important, beloved, because I wanted to give you some receipts on Simon Wiesenthal. That's that center for some of her most prominent detractors. I wanted to give you some insight, what some of you all may not know, that the very ones that sitting there saying that we need to be basically retaught and schooled, I want to give you a little bit of history that's kind of hidden concerning that organization. And you need to ask yourself, why does the mainstream media continue to legitimize such organizations like Simon Wiesenthal? Yes, Center. The same ones that were the detractors of course, Minister Farrakhan and so many others, the same ones that were the detractors of um, Nick Cannon, our brother Professor Griff. Remember, Nick got into trouble because of his interview with Professor Griff. Are y'all hearing me? I did an entire breakdown of that quite a while ago, but there is a similar connection in this instance. And so I want you all to be aware of it. So I may do a part two on that later on, okay? That's right, Lyndon. We don't need to you say you don't need schooling. You're the teacher. I know that's right, beloved. Somebody say uncheckable. That's who we be. God, today. Somebody say that's who we be. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Share, share, share. Let me give today's very brief war briefing. Thank you so much for your kind compliments, family. I see you, brother Hotel, Mr. Hotel, for your kind compliments and so many others. I see you, is it Sexella? B1 Mississippi. You know that's right. You know I live in the Wild Wild West right now, but I'm born and raised in Mississippi, a Southern girl. Yes, yes. Now, family, I want to talk about former Atlanta mayor, prominent LOM member. Y'all know who LOM is, the League of Mammies. You all know that I consider certain Black looking women to be a part of the League of Mammies who cape for white supremacy, who support white supremacists, who speak on their behalf, and who at the same time undermines Black people. See, you got to be a special individual to cape for not only white supremacy and your zaddies and your Miss Anns, but at the same time, you've got the nerve to dog and undermine your own people and a Black agenda. And I'm going to give you a little glimpse of that here in just a moment. Are y'all hearing me today? I see you, Ben Israel. Shout to Mississippi and Tennessee. All right, yes, Tennessee is a neighbor to Mississippi. That's right. You're still in the deep, dirty South. Talk Black to me. Even on Instagram, briefly share this broadcast with about 5 people, would you? Because I'm going to need to use this device here in just a moment, okay? Thank you so very much. Now, family, listen. So I was giving, I did some shows concerning Keisha Lance Bottoms because she was one of the first major politicians to come out in support of Joe Biden for presidency. Y'all, I'm just outrageous with all these flowers around me, aren't I? Y'all, y'all, I live in a garden. Look at this. I live in the garden. No exaggeration. Look, Instagram. It's outrageous. I live like this. Do you all know what my budget is every week? Talk Black to me. I see you, Las Vegas. Isn't it just outrageous? Just outrageous. And this is just what you can see. You can't see all over my home. Talk Black to me. Now watch this. I started discussing Keisha Lance Bottoms because she came out in a very demonstrative and Aunt Jemima-ish manner in support of Jim Crow Joe Biden. Somebody talk Black to me. It was so outrageous. She wasn't even hiding the lickage. God, today. She wasn't even trying to hide her zaddy love affair. As a Black woman, I was humiliated. Thank you, Miss Shai, who says, thank you for all you do for the community. I receive your flowers as well, beloved. So you all know that when her funny looking self came out, I had to give her this everlasting word. Girl, sit down somewhere. Members of the dominant society never need you, Negroes, to cape, to advocate, to stand up for them. Why is that the case, Vicki? Because they dominate every area of people activity, media and music, multimedia, print media, all kinds of other media. What do they need you for, slowness? We're still trying to catch up. We're trying to elevate our collective Black voice while you're sitting there unnecessarily doing the dirty work of a dominant society who are light years ahead of us in this war with white supremacy. So sit down, not sit down, sit down. Sit down. That's from the dictionary, not the dictionary. That's from the dictionary, not the dictionary. So she didn't stop there. She came out during the uprisings. How many of you all know that we did nonstop coverage here during the uprising where you saw Black society going out in the streets, going outside the establishment? I'm not talking about like your fake street politicians. I'm not talking about your fake ambulance chasers when they say they are in the streets. No, when Black people took to the streets, they went to the streets and moved a little differently than some of your fake politicians. That's why they caused real change to occur. The reason why you saw real convictions, real indictments, is because they went outside the establishment. They didn't just go out there with some little signs and stuff, placards. Y'all know I don't advocate violence. But I think a time or two was a little fire somewhere around the planet and stuff. God, today. I'm just saying. They didn't move the way your funny looking bone and biscuit society tells you to move when they tell you to just vote. The shifts came because we move differently in these streets. Now, Keisha Lance Bottoms decided that she was going to use her platform as a mayor of a major city, and especially as a politician, a mayor of a major Black city, to rebuke and scream at and dog Black people. But how many of you all remember that she called upon T.I. and Killer Mike before she endeavored to wag her finger in our face? And I'm going to play you a clip and literally scream in the face of Black people for reacting to the murder of Black folk. She didn't have that same kind of energy for the white supremacists. In fact, she used that press conference to defend white supremacy. And I'm going to prove it to you again in no limit of time. Talk Black to me. Naturally to her, she said she sure did. So I want you guys to understand, I do not attack my own people. I attack wolves in sheep's clothing. I attack sleeper spies and sleeper agents amongst Black folks that's faking the funk, saying they're of us, but they're really not. And the way I know the difference is when they root for white supremacy, when they root for white supremacists, and when they at the same time publicly mock, demean, undermine Black people. I don't play about that. And I gave Miss Keisha Lance Bottoms so much work. Do you all remember she called herself kind of backing down a little bit? We called her out so hard and so strong. And then I noticed that also other New Black media members did the same. We were giving her so much work. Her funny looking self backed off. Now, no disrespect to T.I. and Killer Mike, but I was tripping with Killer Mike and stuff. Because Killer Mike, when he was a part of that press conference, and I thought Killer Mike was cool and stuff. Y'all know I love our brothers and stuff. But when Killer Mike took to that same press conference, she called Killer Mike up there. Killer Mike bust out crying. Now, y'all know as a Black woman, it is our job. It is our glory. And as a divine feminine woman, it is our function to console and nurture our own men. But baby, I just can't have you breaking down in front of white supremacy like that. Being nostalgic. You cannot have a name like Killer Mike. God, today, I'm just saying. All I'm saying is just change your name. You had the white supremacists quaking, Killer Mike, when you took to the podium. But then when you started talking about police, Killer Mike started talking about the police in his family, and he broke down crying, talking about how his Black family members couldn't change clothes in the same locker room with the white police. On that note, I was confused. I'm not one of them women that thinks that their husbands or their men shouldn't show emotions. I'm just saying, please, can y'all stop showing so much emotion when you're dealing with white supremacy in the public? Baby, break down in the bedroom. God, today. I was just shocked that Killer Mike started crying during that press conference talking about how his Black family members couldn't, that were police officers, couldn't change clothes in the same dressing room. Why do we need to hear about that in the height of war? God, like that. So brothers, don't get it twisted. We love to be your support. We want you to break down with us, baby. But in the face of white supremacy, okay, if my man is out there crying and it's danger everywhere, in the face of white supremacy, in the face of them literally killing us, you say, what am I going to do as your woman? I'm going to start screaming. The baby's going to start screaming. I mean, I don't have any babies, but if I had some, daddy's screaming, mama's going to, I mean, if you crying, what am I, what am I supposed, what am I supposed to be sitting up there doing in the public like that? Now, I can see if you got emotional because you finna start swinging. God, today. When I told you I was born and raised in Mississippi. So the little masculine boys I grew up with, when we were little in elementary and stuff, when my young brothers that I went to school with, they used to ball up their fists and they used to cry, but they balled up their fists crying because they was mad they was finna take some action. And I don't advocate violence. I'm just saying that was their pattern when I was in elementary school and stuff in Mississippi. The little boys, the boys in 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th grades, they cried because they was mad and they was finna take some action. God, today. Somebody say Vicki's not advocating violence. Tell him your sister with the curly braids. I'm just saying, Killer Mike, you can't get up there in the height of warfare talking about how your family members who are police officers couldn't get dressed with the white man and you break down crying. Do that at home. And somebody say, stop smoking that weed. That weed got you up there emotional like that in the height of war. And your name is Killer Mike. You can't have a name like Killer Mike doing it. You got to change your name to something that's more appropriate. That's right, Reggie. Wink, wink, Reggie. That's right, Reggie. Wink, wink. You feel me? You read through the lines, beloved. Y'all know I believe in following the rules and stuff. Baby, break down at home. Snot, cry, I got you. Whatever is necessary to get you strong and whatever. But for God's sake, don't start crying in front of the cameras and stuff telling people that your daddy and them or whoever, I forget their family members, couldn't get dressed in the same room with the white police officers, and that brings you to, I just know. It just can't. It just can't be like that. On that. Not on that. Talk black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Instagram, please come on over to FlyNewBeQueenTV.com. I need to use this device because I need to do a war briefing today, beloved. And I can only do that using this device because I want you all to see this brief clip. I want to talk about Keisha Lance Bottoms. How many of you all remember she was speculated to have been someone that was in the running to be VP? Y'all remember that? She may have thought in the back of her mind that she had a little chance of becoming vice president. I don't know. But they alleged that she declined a position in Joe Biden's administration. You all also know that she declined to run for re-election as mayor. That was strange. I believe it was more to it why she didn't run, but we got just a little snippet of one of the parts, one of the reasons I believe that she didn't. And I'm fixing to prove it to you in no limit of time. Instagram, I'll see you on FlyNewBeQueenTV.com. You can access us there. Or you can come to Fly Nubian Queen YouTube. You can access there live. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you in just a moment, Instagram. By the way, family, you can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. You can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard, beloved. Now I'm sharing this Instagram video that I just did really quick. And while I do that, fam, y'all know I'm live and direct. I'm a one-woman show. So y'all know y'all got to be patient with your sister. And you know I appreciate it. You know I appreciate it. All right. Now, let me tell you what's what. Let me tell you. I don't know why this thing does that. Let me tell you what's what real quick. All right. Hopefully it's posted. I want you to listen to this brief clip of your homegirl, Keisha Lance Bottoms. By the way, family, if you missed the last couple of shows that I did on Whoopi Goldberg, make sure that you check the previous links. Like I said, I plan on doing a follow-up as I promised to give you a little bit more information on the fake, phony, and suspect organization. I should just say the suspect organization. Simon Wiesenthals. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was a Freudian slip. I'm sorry. I want to give you a little bit more insight for those of you that don't know about them. Watch this, family. Let me cue it. And you're going to see how we just keep being right about them. You're going to see how the conclusions that I came to on these funny looking fake pro-black folk, I'm telling you, this is all about the gravy train. That's going to be probably a new one of our phrases. We're going to have to put that down for one of our shirts too. Somebody say the gravy train. See, we've got the bones and biscuits, but we also got the gravy train. Gravy train has to do with, giving you a little bit extra to go with the bone. You feel what I'm saying? It's a gourmet treat for the best of biscuits. Do you feel what I'm saying? And so watch this. Y'all ready for this tweet from Keisha Lance Bottoms? Raise your hand if you're ready for this tweet from Miss Keisha Lance Bottoms. Y'all know they play too much. Watch this. I want y'all to look at this tweet from Keisha Lance Bottoms. Y'all can tag her in the tweet too. In fact, I'm fixing to retweet it and quote it. I'm fixing to quote it right. I'm retweeting it live. Watch this. I just said, y'all know I be doing the most. Talk black to me. I said, y'all want to see it? I said, I'm live on Fly Nubian discussing this lawn member and her bone. I said this with her tweet. Y'all look at her tweet. Can you all see it? Look, y'all. Thank you all for hitting that thumbs up button. Share, 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 share. Let everybody know that the Queen of Black Media is on. That's what y'all call me. And the Black Primetime Show is on. The Vicki Show. Look what she did. Look at the date on this, family. This is 2/7. Watch this. She is so excited. Y'all say congratulations. So yesterday, Keisha Lance Bottoms, look how excited. Look at her announcement, y'all. Y'all ready? I'm thrilled to officially announce, watch this, y'all, that I have joined CNN as a political commentator. Y'all put your hands together. We ain't haters over here on the Vicki Show. Y'all tell her congratulations. But make sure you call it right. Congratulations on your bone. Let me tell you, this is a payoff, family. This is a payoff. One of the reasons that Keisha Lance Bottoms did not run for re-election is because she did not have support from enough Black folks. And even though she claims that the polls proved that if she had run, she would have won. No, baby. She was scared to death because we, the Black grassroots, was giving her so much everlasting work. She did not want to chance it by being humiliated. Talk black to me. She did not want a close call to win. She did not want to be nervous. She wanted to prove, she wanted to know that she had overwhelming support early, which she feared she did not, thanks to you and I. That's the reason why when she made, some of y'all don't know this, when Keisha Lance Bottoms made her announcement, she claimed that the polls showed that if she were to run, she would win. Y'all, she was scared to death. But let me give you one other reason why she did not run. I'm thrilled to officially announce that I have joined CNN as a political commentator. Watch this, y'all. As a FAMU 1887 student, I applied for the coveted VJ program at CNN and didn't get in. To now join the team nearly 30 years later. Watch this. I lie not. Read it for yourself. To now join the team nearly 30 years later is a reminder that a dream deferred is never a dream denied. Keisha Lance Bottoms wants to collect on her biscuit. And her getting on CNN is about her having the appearance of importance. Just like Simone Sanders, the linebacker. Somebody put some footballs in the chat. Simone Sanders actually thought that because she put all of her gloriously juicy body on the line for Joe Biden for nothing, she thought that was going to secure her some bones with some gravy. She actually thought she had a good shot at becoming the press secretary. How many of you all know we told her before she went far with it, we told her, girl, you're not finna get that. We told her, girl, he would never make you the face of the White House. She actually thought she had a running chance. And a white girl by the name of Jen Psaki, who didn't do any work on the campaign trail, and who had already had a prominent position in the Obama administration in the communications department, she just sat back, let the mammy, that is Simone Sanders, do all the work and still got the job. So Simone was further humiliated, but not only not getting the position, but they didn't even give her a job in Biden's administration directly in the White House. They kicked her down to Kamala's office. God, today. They demoted her, put her in Kamala's office where there's no visibility. So Simone quit. Y'all remember that? After being humiliated. Remember, the news came out. She clearly authorized all of her Black friends and even her fiance. Remember? She authorized her fiance and other Black folks like Bakari Sellers to speak for her, to say how she was disappointed when she wasn't chosen. We told you. Somebody said we prophesied. Go back and look at Vicki's body of work. We told her early on. We understood how she was maneuvering herself, thinking that her zaddy was going to actually give her a substantive job. She sold us out. Somebody said her fiance, yeah, child, she got engaged, child. Ain't nobody hating on her. Congratulations. But we prophesied to you, you weren't going to get the job, girl. All that spitting in our face, dogging us out, telling Black men to shut up. We knew you were doing that for Zaddy, and we knew that Zaddy was going to embarrass you. But we just can't stop being right. So Simone quit. Where did Simone go? Didn't we break that news here? Somebody tell me, where did Simone go? Simone got out of Kamala Harris's janitor's closet, because that's where her office was. She was invisible. Simone was not content being invisible. So she was willing to quit Kamala's office to go work at where? MSNBC. Remember, that's right, Kim. So Keisha Lance Bottoms, so that we would not humiliate her during the re-election, she didn't run. Somebody say allegedly. Somebody say allegedly. She didn't want to be humiliated. She didn't want there to be a close call. So she was willing to give that up now, as we know, for a visible spot on CNN to give the appearance of importance. But let me tell you what else this is about, family. We, the Black media, who are speaking for Black people, they helped to give her this job because they think because she ran a Black city that she actually has influence. The reason, fool, she didn't run for re-election is exactly because she doesn't. God, today. They think by hurry up and putting her on CNN that they're putting her there just in time to make sure that all of Jim Crow Joe Biden's biscuits who are mad at him, they think that she's going to be able to corral the disaffected Joe Biden biscuits into continuously supporting him. But they getting ready to get a rude awakening because Vicki's going to keep doing what she been doing. Somebody say, we ain't listening to her. They're putting her in that position just in time. She's a former politician. They think that she's going to actually be able to sway and keep intact the little handful of black folks that voted for Joe Biden. Are y'all seeing the strategy? I'm trying to let you know what they're planning. Who just said, we listening to you, Vicki? Priscilla. Sis, but they don't believe fat meat is greasy. That's my Mississippi saying. I grew up on the old folks saying that. When the old folks in Mississippi told you don't believe fat meat is greasy, baby, that means that you didn't believe in the truth of something. That was an indication that you was headed in the wrong direction and you were getting ready to find out a rude awakening in about 5 minutes. Danielle said, we listening to you. Watch this. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Watch this. So she out here. I'm thrilled to officially announce that I've joined CNN. Vicki, where you going with this? Vicki, why did you bring up the press conference during the George Floyd uprisings as well as some of the others? Why did you bring up the press conference where she brought in Killer Mike, he bust out crying, and T.I. and stuff to cape for her? Watch this. Watch this. Let me cue this. Let me cue this.
Today.
Copyright active. Let me read my disclaimer. Somebody said we follow the rules on the Vicki Show. Y'all know whatever I do, media clips, even though it's not necessary that I read it, I always like to make it very public and clear that we're following the rules. While I'm doing that, family, everybody thumbs up, thumbs up. You know I'm going to do what Jackson. Jackson said Queen is connecting the dots. You know that's all I know how to do. Thumbs up, family. Whoever just said CNN's ratings are down, exactly. Exactly. Joy Reid is alleged to be losing her 5-day-a-week show on MSNBC come spring. Joy is trying to do everything she can to keep that job because when the leak came out that she may not have her 5-day-a-week show, it's humiliated her. And Joy Reid is trying to use the leverage, in my opinion, based on information and belief. Somebody say allegedly. Somebody say allegedly. Y'all know I'm a judicious woman. Y'all know I'm a circumspect woman. Y'all know I cross my T's and dot my I's. Watch this. So Joy is humiliated that this news came out so early. So Joy is trying to make sure that MSNBC knows that they're going to get in trouble if they fire her funny looking self. Joy wants them to know I'm your black face. Y'all going to need me to make sure that Joe Biden disaffected former voters, don't completely defect from him. Y'all gonna need me there pushing his agenda. So Joy wants us to look stupid now because we've already exposed the leak that she made. You all know I gave a disclaimer first, right? I told you all the source of the leak. I gave you some of the receipts of the individual that released the information. And I told you guys that sometimes folks intentionally seed misinformation. Go watch my show on that. But in my opinion, based on information and belief, Joyless. Somebody say Joyless Reid. Y'all don't make me pull it out. There's a Joy Reid. There's a Joyless Reid. Y'all know I do not talk about black women's looks, even though they get on my nerves. But when you show yourself to be an enemy to black people, sometimes you just got to get treated like an enemy. I don't treat you really like a sister, even though I still don't go crazy on the looks. I'm a woman, so I know how they can be when people go too crazy. Brothers, you all can dog each other. For the most part, leave us alone. But when you show yourself to be an enemy, sis, you get treated like an enemy. Now, I'm just saying a picture is worth 1,000 words. But you've got Joy Reid and then you got Joyless. There's a joy and then there's a Joyless. Joyless Reid. Joyless Reed has already threatened MSNBC allegedly. See, this is the real Joy. Joyless is the one that's telling MSNBC, y'all gonna humiliate yourself if y'all let me go too early. This is the woman that mocked us. Remember, this is the one that told us that because we refused to get the jabs and the stabs, remember, she dogged us and said that we should not be secured in our jobs with insurance. This was Joy Reid that mocked us, made fun of us. Remember when we said we was doing our own research? She mocked us. Girl, you get what you get. Remember, it was Joy Reid and Don Lemonade from CNN. They're the ones that started beating the drums saying that the Biden administration should start being tougher on us because we refuse a jab. Girl, you joyless. You get what you get. When you advocate destroying Black people's lives, why y'all laughing? When you start to advocate, Joy Reid, before the Biden administration officially started to push the mandates, joyless. Joyless Reid, this right here, an enemy to Black folk. Get what you get. Joyless. She said we should lose our jobs. She believed that you should lose your jobs because of the mandates. She made fun of us. Do you think I'm gonna care about that? Girl, you can hold your own. You know what? Funny looking self. When you act like an enemy, you get treated like one. Now, if you dog a real Black woman, I'm gonna give you this work all day long, including me. Y'all know they do all kind of shows talking about me. And I do nothing but love and defend Black people. But when you advocate destroying Black lives and Black livelihood, Joy, you're going to get this joyless, you're going to get this everlasting work. Funny looking self. So Joyless is over there at NBC trying to maintain her job. She's humiliated that we already leaked that she's alleged to be possibly losing her 5-day-a-week show. They probably getting ready to throw her back on the weekends with Real Mal Sharpton, who need to go eat. So all of these Black-looking people, all they want is visibility, family. And your open enemies, they're strategically placing Joy Reid, Tiffany, the lady, I forget her name. She's so unforgettable. She's so forgettable. She come on the weekends. Tiffany, that Tiffany lady, Don Lemon, they choose those kinds of people because they know they're going to dog us and try to get us in line. They are also putting them there to counter our influence because we know that recent reports are showing that most people are starting to get their news from folk like us. They're not even listening to mainstream sources. That's the reason why you see the MSNBCs trying to dominate YouTube now. They're trying to dominate the very platforms that they mock us on, they're coming to. Whoever said that CNN's numbers were dwindling, you're right. Mainstream media numbers, it's cratering. And they mocking Vicki now. They're tripping because I'm also on other platforms too. But you all are the ones spreading my word. You all are the ones in New York that's putting up stickers and posters of the Vicki show on different places and spaces. It's you all that's in Atlanta that's putting out posts. It's some of you that send me pictures and showing me that you got me up in your places of business. You all send me video footage when you're in the car driving your customers and clients. You're asking them, do they know about the Vicki show? It's you all. I get a lot of older folks that call my assistant to let them know that they don't know how to officially use technology, but they want me to know they're telling all their families and friends about me. I got 70-some-year-olds that telling me that I've renewed their strength and that they're revolutionaries. Somebody talk Black to me. Are y'all hearing me? Nikki said, I'm cooking and listening. I know that's right, Nikki. I've got my folks in North Carolina. I can't even tell you the stuff they're working on for the Vicki campaign. And by the way, if you all are interested in getting a couple of my images and the specific verbiage to share my platforms, you can reach out to my international campaign strategist at vickybgr@gmail.com. That's vickybgr@gmail.com. The moderator's already put the link in the chat. That's vickybgr@gmail.com. Family, don't be sending her your business cards, your business stuff. This is about promoting the Vicki show. Don't email her if you don't have an intention of acting on it. Don't waste people's time because we leveling up all 2022. We ain't even told you all half the stuff that we're working on behind the scenes. So if you want to participate in that, she has some important information she can send to you, but serious inquiries only. Reach out to vickybgr@gmail.com. Talk black to me. See, we're pushing our voices online and offline. And in due course, I plan on doing some touring. I'm getting my holistic doctor to get me together. I'm working on a lot of juicy products and a lot of juicy things and services for you, the family. They don't like that. They mocked us at first. But over the years, our message is starting to take hold, and it's affecting mainstream media's false prophets that's used to being the primary voice in your ear. On the count of 3, for those of you that haven't hit that thumbs up button. 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. You guys got to understand they're throwing the kitchen sink at trying to combat the voice of the Black grassroots. I'm not the only one, but certainly my show's influence cannot be denied. Talk black to me. Go to my Instagram page at Vicki X Dillard and see the latest person that just shouted me out. I'm always bragging about you, the Black grassroots, that shouts me out. But there are folks on multiple spectrums that's listening to the show and that's acknowledging and supporting us in their own powerful way. That's right, Mr. Hotel. That's who it is. Watch this, y'all. Did I read the Copyright Act? The Copyright Act of 1976? Y'all, did I read that Copyright Act? Let me read it. Let me say it again. Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made. Yes, yep, you did. For purposes such as fair use. Thank you. Okay, y'all said I did. Awesome. Watch this. Listen to this audio real quick. Listen to this audio real quick.
Above everything else, I am a mother. I am a mother to 4 Black children in America, one of whom is 18 years old. And when I saw the murder of George Floyd, I hurt like a mother would hurt. And on yesterday, when I heard there were rumors about violent protests in Atlanta, I did what a mother would do. I called my son and I said, "Where are you?" I said, "I cannot protect you, and Black boys shouldn't be out today."
Okay, I didn't know that there was days of weeks that Black boys couldn't be out. Now, I know that some of you want to protect your children, and you do have to teach them to be wise. There are certain times that we do need to stand down, family, in order to save our lives. But then there are other times where you are teaching and conditioning our babies to be weak and docile. You are a whole mayor telling your very Black son, you are a whole mayor that has influence over police, over law enforcement. You telling your Black babies this is not a day Black boys are supposed to be out. Could you please rephrase that? I wish I would if I had a beautiful Black son. Tell my Black baby this isn't a day for Black men to be out. No, I would run down the white supremacy gang to my baby, but I would teach him to be a strategic warrior. And I would let him know there are times to lay low. And I'll let him know that there are times that you need to bust a move. I wish I would tell my black, I wish I would. I cannot imagine. Now listen, this is her having a press conference during the height of the George Floyd uprisings and other such things. Y'all listen, thumbs up, everybody. Share this video, y'all. Share this video.
So you're not going to out concern me and out care about where we are in America. I wear this each and every day.
Look at her.
And I pray over my children each and every day. So what I see happening on the streets of Atlanta is not Atlanta. This is not a protest.
Look.
This is not in the spirit of Martin Luther King Jr. This is chaos.
Girl, she talking crazy to black folks who are responding to open murder of black folks. She didn't look like that. She wasn't making them crazy Aunt Jemima biscuit booty bottom, Keisha bottom, booty bottom comments. You guys get on my nerves because see, you lawn members have a type of energy for us that you never have for your zaddies. You advocate for Joe Biden, who has done some of the greatest damage to black men, black women, black families in the past 40 years. You advocate forgiveness for him. But you got all that energy for us talking about this is chaos. Can you imagine saying that to the victims of 500 years of oppression? And so when black folks respond to open murder of us, you're going to sit there and tell us that this is not in the spirit of Martin Luther King. Y'all know I honor our elders, right? Y'all know I honor our elders. But we weren't trying to do nothing in the spirit of Dr. King right there. Not right there, not like that. We were not trying to do nothing in the spirit of Dr. King during that moment. This is the problem with you Aunt Jemimas, you League of Mammy members. This is the problem with you Uncle Ruckuses and you shucker and jivers. You actually think that we are using the same model of John Lewis, Martin Luther King type strategies. Somebody say, not today. Baby, not today. We don't believe in being reckless. Vicki does not teach recklessness. But you got us messed up if you think that we're implementing the same strategies as they, when those strategies have proven to be failures. The part of Dr. King we advocate is the part you don't. The part of Dr. King we advocate is the one where he said we're coming to get our check. We'll agree on that. The part of Dr. King that we embrace is the part in the last couple of years of his life when he called out America real strong and said that she was the greatest purveyor of violence. The Dr. King we're embracing is the one that secretly met with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad a couple of times. Funny looking self. That wasn't no threat to us because you said we are not moving in the spirit of Dr. King. What? Exactly, beloved. Dr. King, showed regret for this integrationist push. Dr. King, y'all never talk about how Dr. King said that he feared that he was integrating black people into a burning house. Dr. King, you guys never quote what he said the last couple of years of his life. Nobody's listening to you, Miss Bottoms. Somebody say Miss Bottoms. God, today. Y'all got me swinging these curly braids and sweating. I don't like sweat as a sign of work. Law members always trying to get me to work because y'all always move in a spirit of outside slavery. Got me sweating up in here. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, share, share. Deborah says, swing them curly braids. Sis, talk black to me. Listen, I got to remind y'all of what she said because some of y'all don't know this. Talking crazy to us. This was about May of 2020, somewhere in there.
As purpose. When Dr. King was assassinated, we didn't do this to our city. So if
she lying, she said when Dr. King was assassinated, she said we didn't do this to our cities. This fool does not know the history of Black men and Black women. Do you guys know that prior to Dr. King and including the assassination of Dr. King, over about 100 cities went up in flames, and Black folks were responsible for the deaths of hundreds and hundreds of people, and thousands of Black folks went to jail and to prison because they set stuff on fire, and they caused millions and millions of dollars, in today's currency, billions of dollars in damage? What are you talking about? Y'all better stop listening to these lying wonders. Do you all know that's the reason why the government started to study? They was doing little studies because it was freaking them out that mostly Black men and a lot of Black women too, without nuclear weapons, without military weapons, caused massive death, millions of dollars in damage, millions, hundreds and hundreds of people of injuries. Do you guys know that's why they started acting like they was going to give you all little rights? I can't stand a mammy because a mammy won't allow you to be protected from your open enemy. They advocate that in the face of unjust death, they advocate for you to sit there and take it. I don't want to be with a man that is reckless with violence. I don't want to be with somebody that just pops off and that's hot-headed, and every time somebody says or does something, he wants to. No. But if I'm your woman, God, today, your big Black brain better know how to maneuver. And your big Black biceps. God dang. How many of you all know that you must first war with the mind? And if necessary, know how to protect your woman and children. I don't teach recklessness. Proof that you're a man doesn't mean that you're willing to scrap over everything. But you better know, God, today, know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
love this city. This city that has had a legacy of Black mayors and Black police chiefs.
Look at them.
And people who care about this city, where more than 50% of the business owners in Metro Atlanta are minority business owners. If you care about this city, then go home.
Go home. She tells you to go home. She don't have that kind of energy for your killers. The white police officers that she's responsible for as mayor. She tells you, go home. And she says that you responding was chaos, but she's not done. Y'all are going to say, what does this got to do with CNN, Vicki? Let me connect the dots. Keep listening. By the way, family, hit that thumbs up button. Make sure that you hit subscribe to Fly Nubian Queen as well. And also go to my website at onpurposewithvicki.com and get your Vicki t-shirts. I've got all kinds of t-shirts there. I got a whole bunch of more coming. The link will be in the chat. Go to my store at onpurposewithvicki.com, onpurposewithvicki.com, and get your t-shirts. Listen.
And pray that somebody like Reverend Beasley will come and talk to you and give you some instructions on what a protest should look like and how you effectuate change in America.
No, you guys are losers. God, I love our elders, no disrespect. Some of our elders that implemented those strategies, they were trying to be diplomatic. They really believed that that was the best thing to do at the time. So I'm not dogging our well-meaning elders and ancestors that utilize those tactics, but we see it's a failure now. We see it's a failure. Why do we know it's a failure? Because we're still fighting. We still don't have the right to vote for real, for real. We're still dealing with oppression. That's proof that it did not work. We're not listening to you, Miss Bottoms. We're not listening to you, Miss Bottoms. You're not a revolutionary. You're just trying to get on CNN. Y'all know we got to make the gavel dance sometimes, just sometimes. And throw my hair out of order. God, today. Shoot.
This police chief
Look.
made a video on yesterday. Pull it up on YouTube.
What police chief? Look, y'all.
Where she said she was appalled to watch the murder of George Floyd.
The white police chief. This police chief. She said she was appalled. She didn't do nothing. She just said she was appalled. Girl, if y'all don't get this biscuit out the way, don't be some gravy. I'm going to stop giving out bones. Just carry me a jug of gravy and start squirting it.
This woman did that.
This woman did that.
You're not honoring the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr.
So while she's sitting there hollering at black folks, she's sitting there giving props to this white woman who's responsible. It's her very police that's killing y'all. She gives the white woman police chief who's responsible for the killer police props while hollering at y'all. This woman, this police chief, look it up on YouTube. She says she was appalled. I'm going to tell you like I told Joyless today. I'm going to tell you like I told Joyless. Just like I told Joyless, not Joy. Just like I told Joyless, I'm telling you, Miss Keisha Bottoms, stop looking at me like that. Joyless in this image, stop looking at me like that. The same go for you, Miss Bottoms. Who are you talking to? With your funny looking self. Y'all stop laughing. Priscilla, stop laughing. Stop laughing, Priscilla. Stop laughing, Shanty. This is serious. This is a real war briefing. What y'all laughing at? Stop looking at me like that. You better stop hollering at me like that, Keisha Bottoms. I believe in the support of black women, but sis, don't holler at me like that. And for God's sake, stop looking at me like that. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I'm almost done, but I got to remind y'all saying, what this got to do with CNN? What does this got to do? Y'all better listen.
Civil rights movement. You're not protesting anything running out with brown liquor in your hands, breaking windows in this city. T.I. and Killer Mike.
Oh, shut up. I can't stand when you guys the majority of the people that's out in the streets, you know they're fighting for justice, but you only want to pick on the 2 or 3 that's out there using it as an opportunity to get something free out the stores. And we were able to prove during numerous protests that there were folks that were intentionally sent there, and some were speculated to actually be undercover police officers that were causing mayhem. Who is she talking to? Stop looking at me like that. Girl. You all always go to the extreme. The 2 or 3 that's out there doing something crazy, and half the time they're intentionally sent there as plants. Forget them, that little small handful. The camera only shows that little group, that little cousin Somebody put something in their hand and said, come on, man, let's go do this together. And it was the police, in some instances, that was alleged to have instigated some of that mess, to try to discredit what folks were doing. Everybody out there wasn't getting no brown liquor. Girl, shut up. Funny looking cell.
Half the West Side.
Watch this. Look.
So when you burnt Joe up at the polls on
Girl,
June
shut
9th,
up. Shut up.
Do it in November.
Watch this.
That is
Watch the hand
city.
gestures.
T.I. and Killer Mike own half the West Side.
Look at her pointing her finger.
So when you burn down this city, you're burning down our community.
Does she remind you of your mayor that you vote for that's supposed to be doing your business? Or does this remind you of a mama that's in her feelings? Who is she talking to? Do you guys think that she talks to her white supporters like that? Remember Joy Reid wagged her finger in our face over the jabs and stabs? This is what your mammies do. She's literally doing this to you like she your mama. Girl, who you talking to? See, that's the problem when you all put these Negroes in power. They get their positions confused. And actually, she didn't get her position confused. It's exactly why she has the white support that she had. And it is the very reason why some of the white folks put their money behind her, and some of the Democrats made sure that she got in that position, because they knew that she would act like she was our mama. I got to remind some of you all of this. Vicki, where you going? Give her just a couple of seconds more. We're almost there. Can y'all give me another minute? Watch. So Keisha Lance Bottoms didn't run for re-election. Keisha Lance Bottoms knew that the black grassroots was upset with her, and she was scared that she was going to be made a fool of. So she could bow out gracefully. That was one of the reasons. I believe there was a couple of other reasons, and this was just one. I believe there's another reason, but I can't tell you how I know this. God, today. So you can't be magical like me and not get information. God, today. Y'all know I don't just give you physical stuff. I give you metaphysical stuff. Join my weekly mastermind at clubvicky.com, by the way. You can join for $1. On Wednesday nights, I have lectures available for you that are absolutely life-changing. I teach you that you're the technology. So every week, just like on your phones and some of your apps, you have regular upgrades. I give you a weekly spiritual upgrades. And by the way, just PS, we do miracles there. So you can join for only $1 at clubvicky.com. Maz, please put the link in the chat. I'm sure you will. Clubvicky.com. Your life will never be the same. We're almost done, family. Join clubvicky.com, clubvicky.com. Listen.
If you want change in America, go and register to vote.
Girl, stop hollering at me. Stop looking at me like that. Stop talking to me like that. Stop hollering at me. I want you guys never forget. She was literally wagging her finger. Who else does she remind you of? Isn't that what Kamala did to... Y'all don't make me do it. I did it yesterday. I'm not going to do this again. What did Kamala do during the interview with Charlamagne the other day, a few weeks ago? What did Kamala do? See, black law members, your black mammy members, they're only triggered when you offend their zaddy. When you have the courage to call out white supremacists, they do hydraulics. God, today, watch yesterday's show. I'm not doing this with y'all. Stop laughing. Stop, family. I'm not playing with y'all. Play too much. That's when they triggered to start doing all this. God, they do this. They start doing the hydraulics. The zaddy start activating them. Charlamagne, she didn't care nothing about Charlamagne. No allegations against Charlamagne. She don't care if Charlamagne be smelling booties on the show. She don't care about the nasty debauchery. She don't care about none of that. But the moment he asked, and y'all know I don't give, whatever. Is Joe Biden the president? And it's... The president is Joe Biden. if you don't sit your funny looking. The same with Keisha Bottoms. That energy of doing all this. See, I don't like people talking crazy to me. Yeah, I can't handle that. You're not finna holler at me. You're not gonna be close range like that. You're not gonna start screaming at me. You're not, child. Stop looking at me like that. Stop talking to me like that. I'll take it that your hand is your hand of aggression, child. I'm just, don't even do that with me. That's all I'm saying. I talk to people with intelligence, with respect, with class. You are not, I promise you, you're not going to be that close to me. Screaming and no. Vicki don't do screaming and hollering. I don't argue with people like that in real life. I have peace in my relationships. I don't have people that bring down my energy real low. I'm 43. I've disciplined myself to come out of that childish hollering. I wish you would holler and scream. Child, y'all better not do it. Don't you do that. Don't you do that, baby. I'll treat you just like a little baby. Come here, baby. It's a baby. It's a baby. Your cute little expression. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. That's all I'm going to say. But I digress. Hit that thumbs up button, family. Watch this. Listen.
Show up at the polls on June 9th.
Girls, listen.
Do it in November.
Listen, look.
That is the change we need in this country. You are disgracing our city. You are disgracing the life of George Floyd and every other person who has been killed in this country.
Family, look how she's talking to you all. Y'all better remind. I got to remind you that this is why I gave her this word. This is how she talked to Black people when they responded to murder. Think about that. She didn't respond with compassion. Y'all know how they love to tell you, respect people that got mental illness, respect what folks go through, respect trauma, respect white people that have that everything they got in America they stole or they benefited from. But the moment white people go through heroin and stuff, we're gonna give them legal trap houses and we're gonna give them a therapy and recovery stuff, but we're gonna give Black folks prison. You act real gingerly toward white folks, but Black folks who've gone through crazy trauma and at the height of murder, this is how she talks to us. What could possibly upset her so? What got Keisha Lance Bottoms so amped? You fixing to find out in about 30 seconds. Everybody hit that thumbs up button on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Family, we're almost done. Listen, during this press conference, guess why she was mad? Guess why she was mad? Family, guess why she was amped up? Remember, this was all about the so-called riots, right? This was about all the so-called riots, right, family? Some of you might be saying, what could cause her to talk so crazy to us when we're dealing with open murder, Vicki? Some of y'all don't remember. I did a show on this. So some of my day ones should know where I'm going. Some of you should be surprised that one of the biscuits that she got is from CNN. Y'all ready? Get to it, Vicki. Listen.
We are better than this.
Shut up, girl.
We're better than this as a city. We are better than this as a country.
Look.
Go home.
Watch this. She said all of that.
Go home.
Give me 20 seconds.
In the same way I can protect my son on yesterday, I cannot protect you out in those streets. You're throwing knives at our police officers.
You can't protect us in our house. Hello, Breonna Taylor.
In cars. You have the face.
Listen, here we go.
The CNN building.
What you say? What did she say? Did y'all catch it? Now you guys understand the reason she called this press conference? The whole reason she called the press conference. Why, family? Why did she call the press conference, family? Y'all missed it. What did you say, Keisha Lance Bottoms?
Cars. You have the face. The CNN building.
What? She ain't done. You deface the CNN building. She ain't gonna stop there. What else you say? You mad because anti-black CNN, who has insurance, got a little paint on the front that the janitor can fix? Y'all hit that thumbs up button. Share, 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 share. Watch what she says.
You have the face. The CNN building.
Listen.
Ted Turner started CNN in Atlanta 40 years ago because he believed in who we are as a city. There was a Black reporter who was arrested on camera this morning who works for CNN. They are telling our stories, and you are disgracing their building. This is not the legacy of civil rights in America.
She just gave you a CNN history lesson, trying to tell you, y'all, the white man believed it was safe to build around us. Ted Turner, 40 years ago, started CNN in our little black town because he thought we were harmless. And we've defaced this building. You defaced the CNN building. That is what that press conference was about, family. Keisha Lance Bottoms is collecting her biscuits with gravy. She is now a part of the gravy train. She talked crazy to us at the height of our trauma, at the height of Black murder. And now she's excited to work for CNN, which she was which she was clearly strategizing and scheming to be a part of their team a long time ago. And if you think that she was not in negotiations with them before she made the decision not to run for re-election, you're crazy. It made the decision easier, just like gravy on anything. Your chicken don't necessarily have to have gravy. The rice don't necessarily have to have gravy. It just make it taste a little better, don't it? I can do with the chicken and gravy. And yes, I still do eat meat, family. Don't come for me. I told y'all I will come up here with a bucket of fried chicken and wear a fur, and that anybody to say anything to me. God bless y'all. I believe in taking your herbs, supplements, and vitamins, all that. I do that. But sometimes, every now and then, I eat chicken and stuff. But anyway, I digress. These are the dots I wanted to connect for you today. And I want you all to know that she's collecting on them. And she actually sat there and made CNN folks believe that she's actually got leverage with us. I love you back, LaRon Muhammad. She actually sat up there and made them think that because she ran a black city, and really she didn't run no black city, they ran her little handful of Democratic white supporters. They're under the illusion. Somebody say illusion. See, they're throwing the kitchen sink at us. Family, they're doing everything they can to ensure that all of the most faithful black bones and biscuits. Do you all understand that we, the Black Grassroots, have already told y'all do not vote for the Democrats when they promise you nothing? We don't tell you not to vote. We tell you to be wise with your voting. But you know now that even the worst of the sellout black looking people, a lot of them are mad at Joe Biden. Remember? For those of you that's not keeping up, some of your so-called legacy civil rights groups, they're mad at Joe Biden and Kamala. So they're really Joy. That's why Joy is trying to make sure she don't lose her job in a few weeks, come spring. Allegedly. And they're throwing Keisha Lance Bottoms out there as if she really gonna have some power and influence with the black people who matter because she ran a black city. Miss Keisha Bottoms, America, to the Democratic Authoritarian Party, we're going to show you better than we can tell you. I know y'all desperate to stop our black momentum because you laughed at us when we got started years ago. And you cannot believe we're having the impact that we're having on the grassroots level. But we're unstoppable. Lisa says, Chicago loves you. I love you back, Chicago. So we're going to keep saying what we've been saying. Cut the check or we don't vote. We don't need to hear nothing about no global plague happening that distracted you. We don't need to hear nothing about you not having all the people on board. We don't want to hear nothing about no study. Because you didn't tell that to the Asian communities when you rerouted them $50 million. You didn't tell that to the Asian communities when you gave them legislation. You didn't say that to illegal immigrants that came and crossed the waters. You didn't say that to the white Afghans that you brought here with all of our planes. You didn't say that to the LGBTQ community. You got us messed up. I love y'all. Join my weekly mastermind at clubvicki.com for only $1 for the first few weeks. I'm going to have a lecture up and ready for you tomorrow, beloved. Make sure that you go to my website at onpurposewithvicki.com. Get your I Am the Technology t-shirts. Get your Royal Bloodline and t-shirts. There's some other ancestral t-shirts. Get your, I can't even remember the other ones that we have there. And we got some other ones coming, family. We got a bunch of Vicki sayings that are coming on t-shirts. So make sure that you get yours today. onpurposewithvicki.com. Go to the store. I love you back, Andrea. I love you back, family. I got to run now. We've been here well over an hour now. I'm your sister with the curly braids. I bow to you. You are my bliss. I can't wait to see you again.